I still remember it like it was yesterday. A few years back, I had this routine. Boil 2 eggs every morning, slice up some toast, maybe sprinkle on a little salt. I truly believed I was doing the best thing possible for my health. After all, everyone said eggs were the gold standard for protein, right? But then something happened. During a regular checkup, my doctor looked me in the eye and asked, "Are you getting enough protein to maintain your muscle mass?" I laughed and said, "Of course. I eat eggs every single day." He paused, smiled gently, and said, "Well, eggs are good, but they're not even close to the top." And that moment stopped me in my tracks. That day, I learned something that completely flipped what I thought I knew about healthy eating. One boiled egg? It only has about 6.3 grams of protein. Even 100 grams of eggs only give you 13 grams total. And here's the kicker. There are everyday foods out there that pack 4 or 5 times that amount, and hardly anyone over 60 even knows they exist. Meanwhile, silently and slowly, low protein intake causes your muscles to weaken, your steps to shorten, and your risk of falls to rise. And you may not notice until one day your independence feels just a little farther away. That's why today I want to share something empowering. I'm walking you through the top 10 foods with more protein than eggs, ranked from number 10 all the way down to the most powerful source of muscle-supporting protein I've ever seen. Yes, we'll get to that jaw-dropping number 1. But more importantly, you'll understand how each food can help rebuild strength, protect your independence, and support your health naturally, backed by real science. Because here's the truth. After 60, your body becomes less efficient at absorbing protein. And if your meals don't adapt, your muscles suffer. You may feel more tired, weaker getting out of a chair, or slower going upstairs. And it's not just aging, it's muscle loss. But with the right foods, you can fight back. These next 10 protein-rich options aren't just higher than eggs. They work better for senior digestion, muscle repair, and recovery. And make sure you stick around until number 1. It's a food even scientists are studying to help stroke survivors rebuild muscle, and most people have never heard of it. Before we jump in, I'd love to hear from you. Tell me in the comments below, where in the world are you watching from? And how's your energy been lately? Reading your stories helps us shape every video we make, and you never know, your comment might inspire someone else to make a healthy change too. Food number 10 is one you've likely seen in the grocery store fridge 100 times, but never realized it could be a quiet powerhouse. Greek yogurt, specifically the plain, non-fat, strained variety, delivers around 10.3 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's far more than a single egg, and nearly double per bite when it comes to muscle-supporting power. So what makes Greek yogurt so special for seniors? It's all about how it's made. Greek yogurt is triple strained to remove most of the whey, water, and lactose. What's left is a thicker, creamier yogurt packed with concentrated protein that's easy on digestion. A 2020 study in the journal Nutrients found that older adults who consumed at least 20 grams of dairy-based protein daily preserved 25% more muscle over 12 weeks, especially when combined with light walking. And here's the best part. Greek yogurt is simple to use. Stir it into your breakfast with berries and flax seeds. Whip it into a creamy dip for veggies. Or swap it in as a base for salad dressings instead of mayonnaise. Just be sure to choose the unsweetened kind. No syrupy fruit mixes or added sugar. That way, you're building strength with every spoonful. Coming in at number 9, the humble chickpea. You've probably walked past these dozens of times on grocery shelves, but when cooked, chickpeas deliver around 11.2 grams of protein per 100 grams, already ahead of eggs. But their real strength lies in what they offer beyond protein. Unlike eggs, chickpeas are rich in dietary fiber, which plays a key role in gut health, inflammation control, and nutrient absorption, all essential for preserving muscle over time. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who substituted animal protein with legumes like chickpeas experienced 26% less muscle loss over a year. Why? Because legumes nourish good gut bacteria and help reduce inflammation, 2 root causes of age-related muscle decline. Chickpeas are also a strong source of magnesium, which supports proper muscle contraction and quicker recovery. To get the most from them, soak dried chickpeas overnight to soften and increase absorption. Then cook and enjoy in hearty stews, blend into creamy hummus, or roast them with a dash of paprika for a satisfying crunch. These little legumes offer more than taste. They deliver real strength with every bite. At number 8 is a food that might be sitting in your pantry already: quinoa. Once cooked, quinoa delivers about 14 grams of protein per 100 grams. But what makes it truly exceptional is that it's a complete protein. That means it contains all 9 essential amino acids, which your body needs but can't produce on its own. Quinoa is especially rich in lysine, an amino acid critical for muscle repair, calcium absorption, and collagen production. A 2022 nutrient study found that older adults who ate quinoa daily saw a 9% increase in leg strength over just 8 weeks compared to those eating white rice. Want to make quinoa even more powerful? Soak it overnight to reduce compounds like saponins, which can interfere with nutrient uptake. Swap water with low-sodium broth for extra minerals. Toss in turmeric and black pepper for added anti-inflammatory benefits. Use quinoa in warm bowls, stir-fries, or even breakfast porridge topped with spinach, mushrooms, or an egg. Just 3/4 of a cup per day can make a noticeable difference in strength and energy if you stay consistent. Now, let's shrink the size and increase the power. Food number 7, pumpkin seeds. Also called pepitas, these tiny green seeds deliver a surprising 19 grams of protein per 100 grams, nearly twice as much as eggs. But it's not just the protein. Pumpkin seeds are loaded with magnesium, iron, and zinc, 3 nutrients most older adults don't get enough of. Magnesium helps your muscles relax and contract. Iron carries oxygen to your muscle cells so they can recover faster. Zinc supports tissue repair and reduces inflammation, which means your body can actually use the protein it receives. A study in the Journal of Medicinal Food showed that seniors who ate pumpkin seeds daily reduced muscle inflammation by up to 38% in just 12 weeks. Go for the raw, unsalted variety to avoid excess sodium. Sprinkle them over salads or yogurt, grind into a seed butter, or toss into homemade granola. These seeds may be small, but their impact on aging muscles is mighty. At number 6, tempeh, a fermented soy product that's gaining popularity for good reason. With 20 grams of protein per 100 grams, tempeh beats eggs by a long shot. But its real power lies in how it's made. Unlike tofu, which is processed from soy milk, tempeh uses whole fermented soybeans, which makes it easier to digest and packed with additional nutrients. Fermentation unlocks beneficial probiotics that support gut health, and your gut plays a major role in how efficiently you absorb protein. Tempeh also delivers all 9 essential amino acids and is rich in leucine, the amino acid responsible for triggering muscle protein synthesis. That's especially important after 60, when your body becomes less responsive to regular protein intake. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors with healthy gut microbiomes retained up to 18% more muscle over a year, even with similar diets. That's why tempeh doesn't just feed your body, it helps your body better use what it's fed. Try slicing and pan-searing it with tamari and apple cider vinegar. Add to stir-fries, salads, or sandwich wraps. Tempeh's firm, nutty texture makes it a flavorful meat substitute, and a muscle-friendly one at that. Halfway through our list, food number 5 will surprise you. Spirulina. This deep green algae is one of nature's most potent superfoods, offering a whopping 29 grams of protein per 100 grams, more than triple what eggs provide. But it's not just about quantity. Spirulina's protein is 85% bioavailable, meaning your body absorbs and uses it efficiently. It also contains a unique pigment called phycocyanin, shown in a 2022 nutrient study to reduce C-reactive protein, CRP, a key inflammation marker, by 32%. Spirulina also boosts nitric oxide levels, improving blood flow to muscle tissue so nutrients get delivered exactly where they're needed for repair and growth. Add 1 teaspoon to your morning smoothie, stir into warm oatmeal, or roll into homemade energy bites with dates and nuts. Don't let the color fool you. This powerhouse works fast and gently, especially for seniors looking to rebuild lost strength. If this video has helped you so far, go ahead and hit that like button, and make sure you're subscribed to Senior Vital Health so you don't miss what's coming next. The top 4 protein-rich foods ahead are game changers, and trust me, you've probably never heard of number 1. Sliding into number 4, hemp seeds. These soft, nutty seeds offer around 35 grams of protein per 100 grams, putting them far beyond eggs in the protein game. But the real magic of hemp is in its completeness. Not only do they contain all 9 essential amino acids, they deliver them in a balance nearly identical to what your body needs. That's incredibly rare in plant-based proteins. Even quinoa can't match hemp's amino acid profile quite as perfectly. A 2021 review in Frontiers in Nutrition found that seniors who consumed complete plant proteins like hemp retained more muscle, had better post-exercise recovery, and reported lower fatigue overall. But hemp seeds also deliver a unique fatty acid called GLA, gamma-linolenic acid, which is known to fight inflammation, support brain clarity, and even ease joint stiffness. The easiest way to use them? Sprinkle over roasted veggies, stir into oatmeal, or blend into smoothies. Just don't cook them on high heat. That can break down their fragile oils. With just 1 tablespoon a day, hemp seeds can quietly power up your muscle strength and joint health all at once. At number 3 is a food that sounds unusual, but could change everything. Seitan, also known as wheat meat, delivers a staggering 39 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's higher than beef, more than eggs, and without the saturated fat, heaviness, or cholesterol. And for seniors, that's huge. Seitan is made by removing the starch and fiber from wheat, leaving behind pure, high-protein gluten. This makes it easy to digest and quick to absorb, especially helpful for older adults whose digestion has slowed. A 2022 study in clinical nutrition, ESPN, showed that seniors who incorporated seitan or other plant-based isolates retained 21% more lean muscle over 12 weeks compared to those eating mixed diets. Its chewy, meaty texture makes it incredibly satisfying. You can slice and stir-fry it, pan-sear with garlic and olive oil, or roast it in the oven with herbs. One tip: pair seitan with vitamin C-rich foods like bell peppers or citrus. This boosts your body's ability to absorb its non-heme iron and enhances muscle oxygenation. Powerful, functional, and surprisingly tasty. In second place, we have something both luxurious and functional: Parmesan cheese. Not just any cheese, but the real aged kind. With 42 grams of protein per 100 grams, Parmesan blows eggs out of the water. And it does it with flavor, calcium, and digestibility on its side. Because it's aged for 12 to 36 months, the proteins in Parmesan are already partially broken down, making it incredibly easy for older adults to digest and absorb. A 2019 nutrient study showed that aged cheeses like Parmesan allow seniors to absorb amino acids up to 30% more efficiently than from meat. That means you get more value from every bite, and less digestive strain. Parmesan is also loaded with leucine, the key amino acid that signals your body to start building new muscle. Just 30 grams of Parmesan gives you enough leucine to trigger that process, critical in preventing sarcopenia, or age-related muscle loss. Shave it over roasted vegetables, sprinkle onto omelets, or stir into warm grain bowls. Its rich flavor boosts appetite, something many older adults struggle with, and even small portions go a long way toward keeping you strong. And now, the number 1 food with more protein than eggs, and maybe more power than anything else on this list: dried fish powder. This isn't a supplement. It's made by dehydrating lean fish like cod or pollock, grinding it into a fine, nutrient-dense powder, and per 100 grams, it delivers a jaw-dropping 63 grams of protein. That's nearly 5 times more than eggs. But it's not just quantity, it's how quickly your muscles can use it. A 2020 clinical trial published in Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who consumed dried cod powder daily, without changing their exercise routine, gained 19% more lean muscle in just 10 weeks. That's without lifting a single dumbbell. Dried fish powder is also rich in leucine, the amino acid your body needs to trigger muscle protein synthesis. Just 25 grams of fish powder delivers over 3 grams of leucine, enough to stimulate muscle growth and recovery even in older adults. Best of all, it blends easily into soups, stews, mashed veggies, or even savory oatmeal. No chewing required, no strong smell, and it stores well for weeks. If you've struggled with low appetite, swallowing problems, or digestive issues, this might be the game changer your muscles have been waiting for. Now, if all of this sounds surprising, it's because most older adults were never taught that their protein needs change dramatically with age. After 60, your body becomes less sensitive to protein. That means you may need nearly double what you needed in your 30s just to maintain, let alone build, muscle. But even more important than quantity is quality. Protein needs to be digestible, rich in leucine, and available at the right times of day to be effective. The foods you just learned about don't just beat eggs in grams. They outperform them in bioavailability, anti-inflammatory action, and recovery support. Whether it's dried fish powder, spirulina, or Parmesan, each of these foods gives your muscles the tools they've been quietly asking for. So now you've seen it. From creamy Greek yogurt to mighty chickpeas, from sea-sourced spirulina to the powerful protein punch of dried fish powder. These aren't just foods that sit on your plate. They're quiet protectors of your independence. Because when you feed your muscles, you're not just preserving strength. You're holding on to the things that truly matter. Your balance, your energy, your freedom to move and live on your own terms. Even one small change can ripple into a big difference. A spoonful of seeds in your oatmeal, a handful of chickpeas in your stew, a sprinkle of cheese over warm vegetables. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet. You just have to take one step forward, one meal at a time, and let consistency do the rest. So here's my question to you. Which of these high-protein foods will you try first? Let us know in the comments below. Your answer might just inspire someone else who's been feeling stuck or unsure about how to start. And if this video gave you a helpful nudge or a fresh idea, please give it a like, subscribe to Senior Vital Health, and hit the bell so you never miss a future episode. If you'd like to support the channel directly, you can also click the thanks icon and buy us a small coffee. Every bit helps us continue sharing science-backed ways to help you age strong and stay independent. Because staying strong after 60 isn't luck. It's what you choose to put on your plate.